So for everyone listening, the choice is pretty clear. You can either invest in building that foundation of trust for the long haul, or you can keep crafting brilliant emails and just sending them into the digital void.
It's about building a real asset versus just yelling into the wind.
Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're getting into something that is, well, it's the nightmare for basically every email marketer out there.
Yeah.
You spend days, maybe even a week, crafting the absolute perfect email. It's got real value, a VIP invitation or a great offer.
Yeah, you've poured everything into it.
And then it lands in the digital gutter. It goes straight to junk, right next to some email about a long-lost prince.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's an infrastructure problem that just looks like a content problem.
Oh.
People think, oh, my subject line must have been bad.
Right. But it's not.
No, it's because the big players, Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo, they just don't trust you as a sender. Your campaign becomes this digital tumbleweed.
And that lack of trust, that is our mission for this deep dive. We're going to go way past the surface and look at this invisible infrastructure of trust.
We are.
Specifically, we're looking at a tool called Warmy.io, which uses AI to tackle what they're calling the spam folder rebellion.
Yeah, and we're really going to try to shortcut your understanding here. Why are these huge companies so suspicious of new domains? Why does sending a few hundred more emails than yesterday set off alarm bells?
You have to understand the paranoia before you can fix it.
Exactly. The goal is to turn this into a predictable science.
So let's start right there. Let's talk about the gatekeeper, the digital bouncer at the door of the inbox club.
I like that. The digital bouncer. And this bouncer's security check makes airport security look, relaxed.
So what's it asking? What's on the checklist?
It's not emotional. It's all math. But we can boil it down to about 5 critical questions that determine your reputation.
Okay.
First, the most basic one. Who are you? Do I have any reason to trust you? It's all about your domain age and your sending history.
So if I just registered my domain yesterday and I'm trying to send a big campaign today?
You've already failed. Instantly. Thrown out of the club.
What's next?
Question 2 is all about technical compliance. Are you even following the basic rules? This is where you get those acronyms, SPF, DCAM, and DMRC.
Okay, let's pause there, because those 3, they get thrown around all the time in articles with zero explanation.
Oh, yeah.
As if we're all IT experts. So for everyone else, what are these technical tickets to get into the club?
That's a great way to put it. They're basically your ID. They're cryptographic proof that you are who you say you are.
So SPF.
SPF, Sender Policy Framework. Think of it as a guest list. Your domain publishes this list that says, hey, receiving server, only these specific IP addresses are allowed to send email for me.
So it stops people from faking my email address.
Precisely. It kills spoofing. Then you have DCAM. This one's about tamper-proofing. It adds a digital signature to the email. If anyone changes the email in transit, that signature breaks.
So it proves the message I sent is the one they received.
Exactly. And DMRC just ties them together. It tells the server, okay, if SPF or DCAM fail, here's what you should do. Reject it or send it to spam. It gives you control.
Got it. So without those 3, you're not even getting to the velvet rope.
Not a chance. The next 3 questions are all about your behavior.
Okay.
Question 3, does anyone actually want to hear from you? The algorithm is watching. Are people opening your emails, clicking? And the big one, are they replying?
That's the social proof.
The digital social proof, yes. Then question 4, volume. Why did you go from sending 0 emails yesterday to 5,000 today? That is a massive red flag.
Right. Looks suspicious.
And finally, number 5 is content. Is this email spammy? Does it look like a real business conversation? The AI is smart enough to get the gist.
And if you fail those checks, you're out. Which brings us to Warmy.io and this AI assistant they have, Adeline.
Right. Adeline's entire job is to systematically answer all 5 of those questions with a yes. It's not about a quick fix. It's like building a credit history for your domain.
So how does she do it? They call her the ultimate wingman. What does that actually mean in practice?
It's pretty clever. Adeline takes your email account and starts sending emails into this huge managed network. We're talking over 250,000 domains, thousands of real inboxes.
Okay.
But here's the magic. The emails don't just get opened. The accounts on the other end, controlled by Adeline's logic, they open them, they click links, and crucially, they reply.
Why are replies the secret sauce? I've seen other tools that just focus on opens.
Because a reply is the gold standard of engagement. It proves two-way communication. A bot can open an email, but generating a reply that's actually, relevant and makes sense in context, that signals a real business exchange to the algorithm.
So she's not just replying, thanks.
No, not at all. If your company sells real estate software, Adeline will orchestrate conversations about local market trends. The source material says she can do this in over 30 languages, all tailored to your industry. It looks completely legitimate.
And I assume she's managing the volume too, so you're not getting that big red flag.
Exactly. She starts with a respectful whisper and builds to a confident voice. She mimics how a real successful business would naturally grow its outreach over time.
This all sounds great in theory. Let's talk about results. You found a case study, right? Marcus, a sauce founder?
Yes, Marcus. Classic story. Great product, but his emails were just dead on arrival. His open rates were stuck at a miserable 2.3%.
Ouch.
He was failing all 5 of the bouncer's questions. New domain, no history, the works. So when Adeline started, the process was slow.
Walk me through it. What did that timeline look like?
So week 1 was super careful, just 20 warm-up emails a day, all about getting positive interactions, establishing a baseline.
Okay.
By week 2, the volume bumped to 50 emails a day, and now Adeline's having these full conversations back and forth, building up that engagement history.
And the result after 6 weeks?
This is the wild part. His open rates jumped to between 35 and 40%.
Wait, hold on. From 2.3% to, let's say, 38%. That's a 1,552% increase. That number. I mean, frankly, it sounds a little too good to be true. How do we know he didn't just clean his email list or something else was at play?
That is a completely fair question, and we have to be critical of claims like that. The sources suggest it's a combination of 2 powerful things happening at once.
Okay.
First, they fixed his foundation. They implemented the SPF, DCampaign, DRAC correctly. That alone can pull you out of the instant spam category. But second, you have this sustained high-volume fire hose of positive signals, the opens, the clicks, the replies.
So the algorithm's opinion completely flipped.
It flipped. Before, it saw a shady new sender with a bad technical setup. 6 weeks later, it sees a sender with a perfect technical setup and a huge paper trail of people loving their emails.
And the business results backed it up.
They did. His customer acquisition cost from email reportedly dropped by 67%. His email channel finally started working. By then, Adeline was sending up to 150 warm-up emails a day for him, just constantly reinforcing that trust.
So this really isn't voodoo. It's just a machine built to systematically solve those 5 problems.
That's it. The reputation engine builds the history. The engagement metrics handle the social proof. The volume consistency feature avoids the red flags. It's an engineering solution to an engineering problem.
Are there any safety nets? What else is built around this core process?
2 really critical ones. First, a blacklist monitoring system. Because sometimes even if you do everything right, you can get put on a blacklist. This gives you an immediate heads up so you can fix it before your reputation is tanked.
Proactive, I like it.
And second, inbox placement testing. This is so important. Your deliverability might be 95% on Gmail, but only 70% on Outlook. They trust you differently. This tool shows you exactly where you're landing on each platform.
That level of detail is key. Okay, this brings us to the final part of our deep dive, the How to Not Mess This Up Masterclass.
Yeah.
For someone listening who thinks, okay, I'm sold, I need this, what are the best practices that separate success from failure?
Rule number 1, and we cannot stress this enough, patience. This is a slow cooker, not a microwave. You have to fight that urge to rush it. The sources say you need 4 to 8 weeks for those really dramatic, lasting results. If you try to do it in 10 days, you're just going to look like a spammer trying to game the system.
You're conditioning an algorithm, and that takes time. Makes sense. What's rule 2?
Feed Adeline quality information. Her AI is powerful, but it needs good input. Don't just pick generic topics. If you sell to marketing managers, tell her to warm up with content about campaign optimization.
So the warm-up conversations should mirror your actual business conversations.
Seamlessly. So when your real campaign about campaign optimization lands, the algorithm thinks, oh, I've seen this before. People love this stuff.
Smart.
Now, rule number 3, and this is the real pro-level strategy. They call it the template warm-up secret weapon.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Explain that.
It's genius. Instead of just sending generic text emails, Warmy.io lets you upload your actual campaign templates, your newsletter format, your sales sequence copy. Yes. Adeline then sends those specific templates out into the network and gets positive engagement on them.
So you're not just training the algorithm to trust your domain. You're training it to trust the specific look and feel of your most important campaigns.
You're pre-approving your own content. When the real campaign goes out, the ESPs have already seen that format and associated with positive engagement. It's a huge advantage.
Wow. Okay, one more feature to highlight, the Google Postmaster integration. Why is that a big deal?
It's like getting insider intel directly from Google. It cuts out all the guesswork. You can see your domain spam rates, your reputation score, everything straight from the source. It's like Gmail's spam filter is whispering its secrets to you.
You can't fix what you can't measure.
Exactly.
So the platform starts at what, around $49 a month? Given the ROI we saw with Marcus, a 340% increase, how should you think about that cost?
You have to see it as an infrastructure investment, not just another marketing tool. The cost of having a poor reputation, all those lost sales and wasted hours, is so much higher. You're essentially buying predictability for your most important channel.
So let's wrap this up. What's the big takeaway for the future of email?
I mean, the takeaway is that deliverability isn't optional anymore. It's the absolute foundation. The ESPs are only getting stricter. Gmail and Microsoft just announced even tougher rules.
The bar is getting higher.
Much higher. The old spray and pray method is officially dead. If you're not actively building and maintaining trust every single day, your campaigns will eventually just stop landing.
So a tool like this basically turns your email infrastructure into a constant trust-generating machine.
It automates the social proof that the algorithms demand. It creates the perfect conditions for your actual message to finally be seen by a human being.
So for everyone listening, the choice is pretty clear. You can either invest in building that foundation of trust for the long haul, or you can keep crafting brilliant emails and just sending them into the digital void.
It's about building a real asset versus just yelling into the wind.
The spam folder rebellion is being fought by algorithms, and it seems like the only way to win is to understand their rules of engagement and lead the charge yourself.
Thanks for listening to this deep dive. You can check out and get a free trial. Just use the link in the description to start testing their power for yourself. We'll see you in the next deep dive.